and welcome to the AEW Dynamite Preview. We are the Dudley Boys of WhatCulture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to look ahead to tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube, where we do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review AEW Dynamite, but also AEW Collision. Raw, SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2K. Oh! Pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a very good quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture. As I said, though, joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to look ahead to Dynamite tonight, the 6-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite from Hollywood, Florida.
Indeed.
Actually, I should say the arena, of course, which I've been really racking my brains to make a fun sort of parody of. But, I don't know, Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida, really, it's...
Sometimes they're too tricky, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've got it.
Go on.
Got Hard Cock Live.
Oh,
That's brilliant.
Oh my God.
Hang on.
6 years has led to this.
Indeed.
6 years of AEW Dynamite.
Indeed. The usual crack was doing the old rounds on socials last night. What was your favourite moment? And do I have an icon? Is there an iconic Dynamite moment from the last 24 months? I did enjoy Hangman Page proving I will do anything to get that title back. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now by being the guy who does the gardening and is very progressive by lariating Marina Shafir's head off. That was a true... Jesus Christ. That was great.
When did you burn down the house?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, you're burning down.
Last year. Is there anything from this year other than great matches? Not to sound like, WWE state media. You know what I mean? Or a grifter, but is there any kind of something like the Dark Order entrance, -1, braining MJF with that kendo stick, just something where it's like, Christ almighty, like, I hate the word because it's been bastardized, but a genuine moment, like Hangman Page, pitcher of beer, something like that, for, Dork, I like this at the time, but the lawnmower bit with Hangman Page where he almost falls off.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that, of that only in AEW strain of creativity. I don't know. I'm going to be...
I bought a ticket from Chris Jericho.
Scram!
What
What are you going to do? We're behind a glass door. Oh, no!
Yeah, there's a positive and a negative take ahead of this edition of Dynamite. First of all, congratulations to AEW. A lot of idiots, not me, never thought they would last this long. It's very cool that it still exists.
Yeah.
It's easy to feel spoiled by it. There's two ways of looking at this, right? Either big picture or in its own context. I think the big picture, which I know annoys people, and I know why, and it sometimes exhausts me as well. In and of itself, my favorite wrestler is coming back for a match. The in-ring action looks good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big singles match that we're going to preview, and I'm going to really enjoy because there's a reason to expect something pretty big or, quite big. Hamflett made a point either on the desks or on a podcast of a timeline comparison between episode 1 of AEW Dynamite and this 6-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite, and what happened in the World Wrestling Federation upon the launch of Raw, which is, quite a, comparable, fair comparison, which, of course, launched in 1993. And where was it 6 years later in 1999, Hamflett?
The Skydome in Toronto, amidst the success of Steve Austin, Vince McMahon, and The Rock.
So it's gone from a residency in the Manhattan Center to one of the biggest buildings imaginable at the height. And I'm saying the worst episodes of Dynamite, I'm looking at you, 2023, were better than the best episodes of Raw in 1999.
Oh, yeah.
So artistically, it's a different argument. But it says something when a lot of this card, which I'm going to enjoy personally because of the wrestlers involved, is it is very, very, very familiar. And if you look at the launch of Dynamite, I'm 5 figures, I forget. I'm thinking 16,000 or something like that. Maybe 12, 14. Either way, cleared 5 figures, if I recall correctly.
It's a Capital One Centre in Washington.
Yeah.
Where they're running Cena's last match. A venue of that kind of,
Yeah. To where we're at now with these 1,000 capacity residencies. Maybe something big picture, broad sweeping needs to happen. Like the main event, and this doesn't feel like, a nostalgia element. It's just what they do. The main event of the inaugural edition of Dynamite was Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Chris Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz in the 6-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite, albeit on different sides of a trios match. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks are in a trios match. They have variously teamed together in trios matches, been on the other side of trios matches. They have since partnered up again, and now they are in the best of 7 against Death Triangle, and now they're on opposite sides of trios matches. It just, I'm not saying get rid of them ever. They're respectively my favorite singles and tag team wrestlers of all time, but my God, it is so familiar now. Yeah. The format's never changed once.
No.
The format has never changed once in terms of, I don't want impromptu matches, pancakes, waffles, people, but the odd show-long storyline, something to differentiate itself from, because it just feels a little bit like an albeit good diminished return of itself.
I have just thought of a counterpoint to my own point. I built the tunnel so I can shine light at the end of it, right? The same period of time, 6 years, also going backwards, goes from Raw in the Manhattan Center in 1993 to WrestleMania 3 1987 with Hulk Hogan on top, who needed to go away in 1993. So what I'm saying is, Dynamite 12-year anniversary, Skydome, baby.
Yeah.
Like we're going to the moon.
And we're not saying it's perfect.
40s then. Ugh.
We're not saying it's perfect, right? We are not saying it is perfect, because you could say, well, Sidgwick, what about WWE Raw from an episode in 2008? Does that look radically different to one in 2014? No. Impromptu matches. Opening promo segments.
And we all said it stunk.
Yeah. So I'm not saying it's necessarily something that WWE has just excelled at. This great sweeping, inexorable rise to the stadium and of TV with like generations of previous talent just discarded, new ones built up from the. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it after 6 years, and maybe this does factor into flattened attendances and, ratings being what they are and I don't want to say full reboot, full reset, but it just feels like a very, very familiar TV program. And an extension of that is, and I mentioned this on the review last week, stepped on the dick of this one, is that the last time AEW celebrated a milestone, the Death Riders and Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs were in a trios match, the spring breakthrough, and here we are again. And again, pancakes, waffles, I'm as sick of the vision as anybody else. It's a recurring theme of the two companies just dragging loads of stuff out and pumping out some pretty uninspiring, dragged out, over familiar television right now. I'm taking great pains to make sure I'm not getting involved in a culture war. But my God, like a flash of inspiration, something different, I think, is needed with AEW right now.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's always about emotion, and there's always, I suppose there's not always, but a lot of the time somebody will reach out after a Dynamite review and talk about how they were there and the crowd were loud and had a great night. And our criticisms are never to sort of...
we enjoyed Double or Nothing 2023 and left the building and was like, people did not like the show very much.
Consensus, one of the worst AEW pay-per-views ever, Like, none of this is ever to sort of... and anyone going tonight, same thing when we do the previews.
Where are they going, sorry?
They were going to the Hard Cock Center.
It sounds great. it's never to diminish those experiences, I guess is what I'm saying. However, just before we came in and we were like Murray was sharing his own sort of displeasure with AEW as it currently stands and all that. And I was saying, there's been another fall off. Nothing's been as steep. Nothing's been as obvious. But you do remember the feelings. You remember the emotional connections. And I remember, I said it before, like AEW, WWE isn't easy to spend on Netflix. My kids have found it because the timings are better, the European tours, all that kind of stuff. But All In was this great example where it's like, there's more wrestling. Have a look at this. And we sat down in the stadium, looked gorgeous. I love doing that review. Like, that went long because the show went so long.
They all go long, though.
Oh, yeah.
Reviews and shows alike.
Yes.
And previews for some reason.
Worthiness arguable on both counts. It was just the closest to the feeling. I know, dirty words. But I remember that. I remember that day of being like, I'm excited for this show. I've got up and it's the day of the show, and I wish it was now. I wish it wasn't 10 in the morning. I wish it was right now. And I had my own period of Dynamite being like this. I know you did as well, Sidge. Like 2019 onwards pretty much for a while. But like there have been periods in this show's history, and 6 years can celebrate the whole thing. It doesn't have to be a today thing where it has been stop everything. It's Wednesday night, you know what that means. Like it was the best.
Thursday morning was the worst because it's the longest amount of time until next Wednesday night.
It has achieved that.
Yeah.
It has in its 6 years achieved the pinnacle of what a wrestling show is supposed to make you feel. But it's been a while, and with these anniversaries, that kind of highlights that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What you're saying is we need Jake Hager to come back in the main event. That was the big pop on the first time, am I right?
We're saying the exact opposite of that.
Well, how about before we dive into this anniversary, a little bit of a game on all the previous anniversaries, yeah?
Yeah.
It's time to play the game! Time to play the game!
Can the Dudleys remember each anniversary episode of AEW Dynamite? So we'll start. You mentioned the debut episode, October 2nd, 2019, back in the Capital One Arena at Washington, D.C. 14,000 people. What did they get to see?
Sorry, say again? This is the very first episode.
Very first episode.
Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara.
Bingo!
MJF versus Brandon Cutler.
Bingo!
Pac versus Hangman Page.
Bingo!
Nyla Rose versus Riho.
Bingo!
Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Chris Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz.
Bingo!
Also saw, oddly, Jay, Silent Bob, Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, yeah.
Scorpio Sky's Barack Obama impression.
Yeah.
That incredible table angle, the glass table with Mox.
Oh, yes.
Appears behind
That was, and then the narrative Big Bang, of course. The formation of the inner circle. Like
Gigamania.
an episode like that is only possible again through the impossible solution of an off season.
WWE's wrecked my brain. First anniversary of Dynamite, the second year, obviously.
Yeah.
Anniversary show, October 14th, 2020. Just the 4 matches you need to get here.
Right, October.
I've got,
All title matches, if that helps.
was it Cody and Orange Cassidy?
Bingo!
Man.
John Moxley. Lance Archer.
No DQ for the world title.
Bingo!
If it's October, it's FTR
Yes.
versus the Lucha Bros.
No, do you want a clue?
No, I can do this.
Okay.
Dark Order?
No, hang on.
No, dear, that's wrong.
It's not the Gauntlet, is it?
No, dear, that's
No,
wrong.
that was August.
Butcher and the Blade?
No, dear, that's wrong.
Hamflett would have hated this.
Oh.
Best Friends.
Best Friends.
Bingo!
Somewhere.
And it's just, just one women's match.
So October, I'm
Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida. It's not. She had a great cracking match with Penelope Ford, but that was way earlier. So I don't. It's not. I'm just conferring in my own head. Do not press the wrong button, mate. Not Nyla Rose again.
No, dear, that's
I know
wrong.
she worked her on pay-per-view possibly twice.
Reema's an army?
No, dear, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
wasn't it? Or a pre-show or something. Thunder Rosa?
No, dear, that's wrong.
It's fair to say that Hikaru Shida smoked this person.
Oh, AJ Styles. You're going to smoke that belt.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Another clue?
Cigarette Jones.
Well,
Big Swole.
all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Of course, perfectly.
All right, let's go to October 2021 for the anniversary show. The anniversary show on October 6th, 2021 from the Lick Your Ass Centre. Again, this is just the wiki. I wonder if it goes into more detail on the dedicated page. Just two matches to get on this one.
Go on, cage match. There'll be way more than 2.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why they've. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Bucks and Adam Cole.
Oh, sorry. There was also someone not included from the first anniversary show, a match with someone who's jumped shipped back to WWE in a tag match. That I don't know why that wasn't mentioned. It only went less than 2 minutes. I will say that.
Miro.
There we go. Yep. Versus.
If it's 2 minutes, we're looking at like Serpentico and whatever.
Yeah.
What's his face?
Lee Johnson and Sean Maluta.
Yeah. Sean Maluta, Cruiserweight Classic guy.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why that wiki about the Licky Rare Center. There's 5 matches on 2021 Dynamite.
Oh, right, well,
Yeah,
October.
Cole in the opener.
Adam Cole,
Adam Cole.
he wasn't alone.
Bucks.
So the Super Click and the Super Click and Kenny versus Jurassic Express, Christian Cage, and Bryan Danielson. That match was incredible, but it was the botch at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where Dave
no.
Dave was like, I would have given you a 5, boys.
Yeah.
I remember that match was incredible before that.
Elusive 5 stars from Dave Meltzer.
Right. Was Punk wrestling?
Don't see his name.
He was rampaging back then. He waited a little while for his Dynamite.
Yeah.
Derby then?
Yes, in action. 4-minute match.
Wheeler Yuta?
No.
Daniel Garcia?
No. You could say his opponent was a little bit wooden.
Look at you.
Not as good as Sidge's clues. They're way better.
Wooden.
Think about when wood's been used in AEW.
Jack Perry.
All
Making
good.
us-
No,
making
not.
us crap in the woods.
What have I just done there?
Do it again.
Oh, and Nick Comoroto.
Happy anniversary.
Just the one women's match.
Britt Baker.
No.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Sheeta again?
Non-title this.
Deeb.
Aye.
Man. Good series.
Yeah.
And then it's shut up, Adam. A title match and then something else.
TBS? No, because they crowned that in January 2022. So TNT? Sammy Guevara versus Tony Nese?
No, dear, that's
No, you weren't
wrong.
Tony Nese. Sammy Guevara versus Jack Perry? Dickhead.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to press that button.
No, dear, that's wrong.
I was daydreaming because this person is also on a button.
This is Sammy Guevara for the TNT title, just say.
Mhm.
Babyface, wasn't he?
That's it. I can't.
Then again, they're still there. Who's on these buttons? Mercedes Money, Nathan Frazier, Axiom, Tamina,
Taz.
Taz, Vic Joseph.
What a lineup.
Scripts. Sammy Guevara versus Scripts.
Another clue, please, sir?
Big age difference in this match.
No, not Jericho.
Not Dustin Rhodes. I think old guy.
Even bigger.
Billy Gunn?
No, dear, that's wrong.
Christopher Daniels?
No, dear, that's wrong.
He's not a Button.
No.
Who is a Button?
Sammy Guevara versus an old Button.
How much to tell you?
I want another clue.
He's a button we use on a regular basis.
I can't get
God.
the Button clue, mate.
Paul Simon.
Ooh.
No, dear, that's wrong.
I was just thinking age gap. I was being logical.
Not a fan of CM Punk.
I mean, narrow it down.
Anna?
Very old.
Bobby Fish.
And I mean, folks, where's the lie?
Was Wardski on this card? 2021.
He wasn't, according to the wiki. The final match had many, many people in it.
But tag team battle royal.
Ooh, close.
Battle
No,
royal.
dear, that's wrong.
What was that first word?
Casino ladder.
Oh, hang on, Paige, John Moxley and all the rest
Yeah,
of them.
we have to name all of them, obviously.
Andrade, Hangman Page, John Moxley.
Yeah.
Pac.
Four more to get. Yep.
Lance Archer.
Yeah.
2 more to get.
2 more.
Matt Hardy.
You know it.
Why was he around?
It's so class, man. I don't like.
That was good.
October 6th, 2021 in the second anniversary of Dynamite. October 7th, 2025. Big match against Dark State.
Not Phoenix or Penta.
No. Someone who's working tonight.
Hobbs, Joe. Orange Cassidy.
3-year anniversary, 2022. May. Wait a second. What? Why does it say May?
That'll be the 3-year anniversary of the company, won't it? Because it'll be double or nothing.
Yes.
Oh, well, you've just made this too complicated.
That was
No.
that was Dynamite Workers' Rights. That one. Happy 3-year anniversary.
Here we go. Dynamite 3rd anniversary show, October 5th, 2022 in Washington, D.C.
Right, okay. There is no CM Punk.
No, there is not.
There is no Elite who will not return to the company in until November. Ergo, it's pretty much Jericho and Moxley steering this ship. So Chris Jericho.
Main event.
Bandido.
No, this was.
Ishii.
No, this was not. He wasn't alone.
The Sex Gods.
Yee.
They were setting up one of those splits or turns, weren't they, around that time?
Possibly with.
Garcia and Bryan.
Yeah, we're going to head back to Wing Corner. So what does that sound like again?
Wing. Corner.
6 more matches to get.
Mox is on there. What?
Was it Revolution where Bryan and Jericho? Not Revolution. It was that summer, wasn't it, where it wasn't good?
They had
a match that was pretty.
They had a pay-per-view match that wasn't good. They had one on telly that was class. But they're accounted for, obviously. Who's the champ? Who's the women's champ in 2022?
Tony Storm.
She's in a match. A lot of other people in it, though.
Are they still dicking around with the interim business or not? Jamie Hayter?
He's on the opposite side.
Right, with Britt Baker.
Got 4 more to get. It's a trios match.
Outcasts.
Would have been no Saraya by then, would there?
Yeah, no.
What's it? What's the month here?
October 2022.
She debuted a Grand Slam 2022.
She?
Yeah, because she was already in the company for the first
She
All
did
In.
Revolution 2023, yeah.
And she did.
Gowd.
She won the belt at Wembley as well.
Of course.
What a waste of time that were.
So Tony Storm on the babyface side.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Soho.
No, Saraya was in their corner, the babyfaces, but wasn't.
Right, so you got Britt, Rebel Not Reba,
Are in
and
the
Jamie
corner.
Hayter.
Brett and Rebel are in the corner, but not in the match.
Ah,
Jamie Hayter and 2 others versus, we say Tony and 2 others.
yeah. Bloody hell.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
Sheeta kicking around there?
Nope.
Riho.
Nope.
Nyla Rose.
Nope.
TJ.
Statlander.
No, none of them.
Cargill.
No.
God, a goddamn graveyard.
Athena.
Yes. Bingo! Tony Storm and perennial babyface. Beloved babyface.
Deeb with the heels, by the way.
Deebs with the heels, yeah.
Perennial babyface, not Riho.
Not Sheeda. Said Sheeda, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Not Penelope Ford or the Bunny.
It's ironic because the learning tree was on this show. Chris Jericho. Maybe another.
Jennifer Bush.
But they won the match, so this team wouldn't have been weeping.
Willow Nightingale.
Nightingale.
Bloody hell.
Versus Jamie Hayter, Serena Deeb, and this person might have been the real drive of her team, for she has the name of a car.
Penelope Ford.
Quite a few matches still to get.
Derby.
Yes, versus
Wheeler Yuta.
Wheeler Yuta was in the opener
Of course.
against
Wheeler Yuta versus Sammy? No, he was in the main event, dickhead. Oh, God. He has to be a star if it's Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is biggest star in AEW history.
MJF.
Derby versus
What's he doing? What are you doing?
2022.
you've in referencing a female tag team, you've said this person's first name.
Tay J. White.
Ooh, half right.
Tay J. Lethal. Full goddamn company.
TNT
Brawl
champion,
out's happen. Let's give it a couple of years. Jesus Christ.
TNT championship match. Said his name before.
Wardlow. Miro.
No,
Joe.
no. You're
Hobbs.
You're right thinking big lads.
Luchasaurus.
No,
Lance Archer.
Archer.
no,
Big Bill.
Paul White.
no.
Kane.
Oh, you're real close with that name.
Uh,
Change one letter.
Megan Bain. Killian Dane.
Change the third letter. Not to spell it, but just to say it.
oh, Cape. Adam Capeland.
Coming out of this, Wardlow
Brian Cage.
would have been feeling just fine.
Change one letter, but say it, not to spell it. Got it.
It's cryptic.
God.
A couple more matches. One went 23 seconds. I think you've already
Jade
said
Cargill.
this person's name. No,
Jade
it's just the
Cargill.
one
It's Jade
women's-
Cargill.
It's just one women's match. Come on. This person is returning tonight.
Luchasaurus. Versus Peter Avalon, Serpentico,
Keep going.
Angelico,
No,
Brandon Cutler,
no. You're
Nakazawa.
dancing around it.
Is this good audio?
I don't know. We'll speed run the other ones.
Fuego del Sol. And we also had a match for Hangman Page versus
20. What year is this? 2023.
2023. No, 2022, man. We've got two
Still
more
in
years of it.
2022. Bloody hell. Right, so he's friggin' what's that other cowboy? He would just have matches sometimes, didn't he? Like, remember that? Like,
Silas Young.
this match went 9 minutes, and I guess they must have been in a bit of a hurry.
Roosh.
Do we need to do all of them?
Yeah, 4th anniversary. Yeah. Starts all finish. Stockton, California, October 4th, 2023.
Okay. Young Bucks.
No.
I think they might have worked the Lucha Brothers or something on the ramp. The old Rampage. California. Jack Perry.
One of the Lucha Bros opened this show.
Phoenix versus.
Oh, actually, technically, yeah, you're
Nick
right.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was already. Oh, Christ. 2 years later, we're still doing. Oh, God.
Yeah, I remember that.
Next, a match that went 62 seconds. Ended
Jade. No, not Jade Cargill. Was
ended
gone,
by
I think.
referee stoppage
Wardlow.
versus. I don't know who this person is.
Referee stoppage. Were they doing some kind of like warrior thing with him at the time?
Yeah.
I don't know who this person is.
Griff Garrison. Good clue.
Yeah, because he'd end up joining Adam Cole, wouldn't he? The idea was he was back and his hair was messed up because he'd had the hood on before. And he was like, and the devil's masked men.
Hey, they put a lot of work into that
Yeah,
crap,
they did.
didn't they? A lot of actual effort went into that crap. They really took the time on that toilet.
I'm the high guy in that crap.
I will say that. Oh, no, I'm joking, but at the same time,
I'm kind of to it than most. Some of that.
Trios title match. A special day, actually, is I'm fairly certain for
The Acclaimed and Billy Gunn.
Wasn't it National Scissoring Day?
Oh, God. Right.
versus the Gun Club.
No.
House of Black again, because that went on for 5 years. We saw it twice.
We saw it twice on two pay-per-views.
We saw it twice, and it sucked both times.
House of Black rules in Vegas, just happening at Wembley. Like, want some more of it? Not really.
One of Andy Murray's favourites in AEW.
Butcher
and
Blade.
And
who were they kicking about with?
Dustin Rhodes, the Natural Blades. You said it. They do like teaming.
I don't think it's had a team, had a name.
He loves teaming.
I think it was just the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that was weird. That was that's the epitome of just you guys do some stuff. Get over, please.
Because he had the box on his head for a year. He took it off. He lost a pack. It was like, what now?
Yeah.
What now? That's been a year.
Not yet, mate.
Can we finish this quiz now?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say not yet, mate.
Oh, sorry. He's back tonight.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, teaming with his tag team.
Oh, the
Chris
Winnipeg
Jericho.
Friggin' Jets or whatever.
Golden Jets versus.
I know they did a Gates of Agony on Collision around this time, but on Dynamite.
This painted quite the picture.
Don Callis family. Fletcher and Takeshita. I remember that match.
That's actually the prototype. Anyway, can't do it now. And the women main evented. They only got 7 minutes, so don't worry about it. And no one stapled anyone's tits.
Tony Storm.
Versus stapling anyone's tits.
Sky Blue.
They're up against some sort of sports that they wanted to.
Maybe she was catching fire as Timeless Tony Storm.
Do you want to include
Really
the
early, wasn't it? Yeah.
Collision first anniversary show? And
I
all
don't
this?
give it.
Last year.
This is the last one.
Yeah,
We'll finally preview Dynamite after this.
Pittsburgh, October 2nd, 2024.
Britt Baker versus Serena Deeb.
Brian Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada.
Continental Championship only on the line for the
Do you hear
first
what
20
Danielson came out and said about that match? We were like, got no chemistry whatsoever. His neck was so bad he couldn't feel his legs.
Jesus.
Right, okay. Yeah, checks out.
People love that Tokyo Dome match.
Yeah, why?
You wanted to like it more than you did.
I think you're right.
So Danielson, Okada, Deeb, Baker.
You covered all the women's matches.
That's a year since Baker was on TV then. That was the nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Right, who else is doing a what? Kenny ain't around.
I'll tell you very quickly so we're not taking ages.
Bit late for that.
Private Party defeated the Iron Savages in 65 seconds.
Oh, and that's after they've been on a losing streak, and then they were like, probably number one contenders, if anything. Number one contenders, if anything. Kiss my cock in my goddamn.
So you got
Junk.
Yeah, I've got two. Well, I've got 5 of them, so
Got
I've got
5,
different names.
First 2 matches on this show. One ended in a no contest for the International Championship.
2024.
The internet was very excited for this.
Ospreay Ricochet. I mean, they did a great match, of course they did, but I think even that was the point where AEW was like, 2016 nostalgia in 2024. Should we turn Ricochet heel? Yes, please.
What was the finish? Why was that no contest? I've forgotten that.
They didn't want to beat Ricochet so early, obviously. I can't remember the nature of it, though.
One final match.
Was it not Takeshita interfering? Because then they did the 3-way.
Oh, that would make sense, yeah.
One final match. One of the most crucial guys. The central guy in AEW.
MJF.
John Moxley.
Or the other
Chris Jericho.
No, the guy this company has revolved around a lot and still does.
Page.
Yeah. Take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. Orange, you glad you're going to guess this person. Don't take it the wrong way.
Orange Cassidy.
Then that's taking it the wrong way. That'd be too easy of a clue. Orange. What leads to orange? Orange. Orange what?
Juice Robinson. Bingo! Thank God.
Right, let's look ahead to Dynamite tonight. Kenny Omega's back. Have we mentioned that? Yeah, Kenny Omega, Brody King, or Brody Kingston, as you can be described on certain internet outlets, and Bandito, the tag team champions versus the Young Bucks and Josh versus Young Bucks and Josh
Is
Alexander.
your special guest ring announcer? Is it Aleister Black?
Never get to announcing the wrestlers, will he? Come on, mate. Only got 2.5 hours. Only got 2.5 hours.
What you doing is that he would announce wrestlers with like cryptic clues, wouldn't he? Making his way to the ring right now. Brody King, I think.
Weighing in at a number so big you could never understand. Mere mortals. Pounds.
The man who may lose his crown tonight, Brody King.
And hailing from that cupboard over there where I was trying to pick a fight.
I know what's going to happen when I watch this match. I'm going to think it's great. And then I'm not going to want to have it again for a while. It is the... it's a bit sugar rush, this stuff. Hell. It's the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega working with each other again.
Yeah.
I mean, fundamentally, who could possibly care? Other than, a very, 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 very intensely passionate fan base who are probably going to be cross with me if they're still listening. This has got no bearing on what is genuinely capturing the spark and the imagination of the public. These guys will work a bigger match down the line. I probably said the exact same thing, like a dickhead, when it was Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, and probably Brodito again, wasn't it? Against the Bucks in that All-Star 8-man.
Yeah, and
the last thing Kenny did, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah. It's Kenny and the Young Bucks in a match. You know what it's going to be. It's going to be great.
I saw them in one in person at Forbidden Door. I've just barely loads of them.
If you went on Kenny Omega's pretty patchy last page on Cage match, I've been on it recently to get dates right for something I'm working on. I'm fairly certain the bottom of that page is like 2021, which is understandable. If you control an F Jackson, I mean, it's probably every other match, or thereabouts, or one in every 4.
Yeah. They never arrive at the ones I want, really, as well. Like, I would take the Page Omega. I'm desperate, actually, for the Page Omega singles rematch. I would very much like the Revolution Tag rematch, with understanding that both, I have to lower my expectations of both, but I want to see the callbacks and the references and all that sort of stuff. But it's kind of always in these, it's mixed bag, chuck them in the bowl with everything else, matches.
It's Kenny Omega working opposite the Young Bucks as part of a wider dispute with the Don Callis family. This first started going on in 2023.
Yeah.
And obviously the Young Bucks stuff predates that by years and years and years as well. 2023, Kenny Omega returns to Dynamite after the Ospreay match on January 4th against Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
I got my date. Wow. Hang on. I think all I know is that we went to see Double or Nothing, privileged, even though on TV it wasn't the best, but we had a great time in the building. It was Kenny Omega and the Reformed Elite against the Blackpool Combat Club, who'd had some kind of alliance with Don Callis.
Callis had turned on Kenny in the cage match.
Yeah.
To sort of help Moxley win, hadn't he?
And then Takeshita turns on the Elite.
Screwdriver stuff.
Aligns with Don Callis. We are 2.5 years removed. 2.5 years removed from that, and Kenny Omega in AEW has been doing almost nothing else since he's been part of it, which isn't that often. He has missed a year, obviously. But Jesus, when I talk about, these matches are very familiar, the format's very familiar, is it too completely out of whack to say, do we need a full reset to some degree of why we're fighting, who's feuding with who, what matches you see? It's just boring. And I know I'm a dick, because guess what, dickheads? This is going to be amazing in the moment. And I won't care about it after the fact.
Yeah.
Like, can we... It's Kenny Omega's got precious few years left, if plural. maybe it's just what he wants to do.
That's what's happening.
Maybe
That's
it's just
what's
what the
happening.
Bucks want to. I'm sick of it, man. I won't be sick of it. I'm sick of something that I'm going to go mental for this morning.
Like we do previews, and part of that is analysing how we got to what we're talking about and how we're excited for it, or if we're not, or whatever. Like, it's unfair to assume that people will like be excited and anticipate these overlapping wrestlers because they've overlapped. Like, we're going back years now where we were shooting on the Wembley build because of a similar problem. Like, oh, Kenny and Hanger are in a 6-man together with some New Japan lore you made up, not in something that matters. You want to see the wrestlers that matter, and you don't even mind when they interact at times, but give me the stakes. Give me the, it'd be like if the Bucks and FTR fell together again because that's where they're at. It's like, well, yeah, but we've had a lot of it. So you're going to have to sort of impress me on the night rather than find a way to get me hyped beforehand, because you've done it. You've done every possible, like, if people levy the same criticisms at the Bloodline, Roman's back with Jay again or something, it's
Yet more parallels between the two promotions.
Do you not just want to interact with other wrestlers? No, we're kind of good doing our thing. It's the same criticisms, and I think it's reasonable to apply the same to both.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't care who wins. Kenny Omega, right? If you said, was it this before we started recording or during the podcast, that Tony Khan and Kenny Omega just aren't great collaborators?
I think it was just before we started
Because I
recording.
showed you the
we were looking
video
at
that they've put on their X is amazing. I'm really excited for the match.
They're not a good mesh of promoter and performer, those two.
Yeah.
They're not. Because if the promoter was the type of guy that was like, I care very much about the aura and the star power of somebody, Tony Khan would kind of force Kenny Omega out of his like aloof, I'm happy being the best bout machine and whatever. Likewise, if Kenny Omega was, what are you doing, Tony? And he would boot his
just
daughter.
drop a graphic.
Like Steve Austin has talked about as being one of the most awkward wrestlers to work with in that era, because he simply would not tolerate anything but the best, because he knew what he was, he knew his value and all that kind of stuff. And they're the worst for each other in that regard.
Yeah. I don't really care who wins. Kenny Omega, logic would dictate that you can, in this post sort of surprise world where like you kind of have to very strongly hint at a big TV return. At this point, I love the man. He is my favorite wrestler of all time. Is it that big? It's like, it's this enforced off-on schedule that Omega has to work. Him returning, I mean, it's a work. You could make it a massive deal. He should. He's so weird. He's a big match Japanese wrestling guy at his core, Kenny Omega. That's the best version of him. That appears to be his mindset. He's great at building those. This TV thing, he's never cracked the code, realistically. No. Like, he did, actually, no, it's a lie. He was an unbelievable heel champion, but beyond that, like, he comes out amidst a years-long saga with Don Callis, premised on the idea that he was betrayed, and more than once has said, I'm not really interested in revenge. What are we doing? If this was a bit, Route 1, but the old magic still works fair, you would have Kenny Omega come out at the end of Kyle Fletcher's match with Orange Cassidy, give him a fucking receipt. Give him a big receipt. That still might happen, but
I think he pins Josh Alexander tonight, because you can still do the single, the 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, Brodito versus Bucks tag title match. That preserves that. Kenny beats Josh, and then something happens post.
That their wrestle dream, I think. Fletcher beating Omega is I couldn't quite get Page, but I got Omega. I'm still there.
Yeah.
Still there. I think that's the wrestle dream match.
Yeah, it's just weird. And then Kenny can lick his wounds and say, am I still good enough? I have to go into the C2 to prove myself all over again. There's some good book in there. I guess I've just lost faith in that professional collaboration between Tony Khan and Kenny Omega, sadly.
You mentioned Kyle Fletcher. He's putting the TNT Championship on the line tonight against Orange Cassidy. It was meant to be the match against Hologram. Obviously, get well soon to Hologram and to Evil Hologram. If you want your taste of the dark side, then check out Seven Wrestlers Theory Dark Side with Michael Sidgwick from earlier on this week.
Indeed.
But I sense this is the match you're really excited about.
I am, because, and they've already done this trick, so maybe it's not happening, but an old promoter's rule was Vince's big thing on it.
Yeah.
If you have to, because he was, as many of his rules that he broken, of his own rules that he broke time and time again, as many of pro wrestling's rules that he broke time and time again, Vince McMahon was always major on, I cannot tell them. An odd TV match, he would go, all right, I forgot I've advertised that, who cares? But a big one for a big show.
Yeah. The sense that he'd sold tickets on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because he would like give refunds if Cena wasn't on the show.
A weird sense of pride. Like that time Austin and Punk had that fun with each other of like, oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah, he was raging.
He was raging. It's like, I'm not giving you that match. If it's a big match, do not ever hint that it's happening because it'll only happen when I say it happens. And if it's put down as happening, if I can't for whatever reason do it, you'll get a better replacement or whatever. Kurt Angle in the Shield.
Yeah.
And it's if you have to sub in a babyface in a title match, babyface goes over. Did it with Dustin Rhodes earlier this year. So even if it doesn't make sense, especially after such a high-profile loss to Hangman Page, Fletcher needs to win. But there's an old rule of pro wrestling promotion that Cassidy wins because he's the sub. So
And Hologram might have won.
yeah,
So
I don't
they
think
might
he
have had a
would
plan
won.
for Fletcher because he was defending the streak, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Fletcher losing this belt would be a loss up. Well, you said it yourself. That belt is like an albatross. So like,
he needs to fail upwards. I will be watching this invested. It's not the first time they've wrestled together. We've seen it, asshole. Me and Hamflett. It opened the Vegas Dynamite.
God,
Kyle Fletcher versus Orange Cassidy.
in the original Orange Cassidy international title run. Yeah.
I remember the very first move, I think, was like, oh my God, Orange Cassidy's dead. Kyle Fletcher, brainbuster. So I first thought, oh, he's got something.
Yeah. You see, I don't remember that because, of course, that wasn't Kyle Fletcher. That was like Kyle Fletcher. It's
he opens Kyle Fletcher?
It is still insane.
Yeah.
The 2 years this man has had. Yeah.
Absolutely. So if not for necessarily storytelling reasons, it's early to beat Cassidy as well. But then I was just about to say they have theoretically brought him back as a big star, but it's always theoretically with Tony Khan and his, at this point, consistent failures in actual promotion, not booking, not matchmaking, whatever, not putting together pay-per-views, but like promotion. So I don't know. It feels like
I think Orange Cassidy's got to win. I think he has to win. Like last week was annoying. Like he's got to win this, and I think Fletcher really.
Omega plays a
I
part.
was going to say, does Omega cost him?
Yeah, maybe. And there's a mini blood feud, as it should be, because he tried to end his career putting him through a table and stuff. You know, there's enough heat on it then, isn't there, for the Wrestle Dream singles?
Yeah.
And Fletcher's big win is what we'll remember. The fact that he beats Kenny Omega is what we'll remember as he moves on to his next thing. And it's regaining Don Callis' trust by beating Kenny Omega, isn't it? Because Callis doesn't like his losers, and he's just lost a big one.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think Fletcher. But that's because I want Kenny Omega versus Fletcher for a title, but then it doesn't really matter.
Title is meaningless.
is Orange like? Is this the difference in a company that you would fantasy book and one that you're kind of just like, oh yeah, this is happening? Like Orange Cassidy comes back in a conglomeration tag and then loses to Kyle Fletcher. You would want to believe that this is a booking choice and something's happening. But I can't fantasy book what happens.
This is not a
if Orange
booking
Cassidy
choice
loses.
though. It's a make good.
True. Yeah, true.
It's almost
But you've got a lot of
maybe it's a
wrestlers to make
free
good
hit.
with.
Yeah.
Like you would want to think there's a direction if Orange Cassidy's losing because
Or if he's been brought back and they've had months to plan for it.
yeah.
We'll see. Can only see. Let it play out.
We've always said that. Can only see.
Where should we go next? Let's go Hangman Page, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe versus the Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and the newest member, Daniel Garcia.
I was almost ecstatic when they announced that Moxley was preoccupied with Darby Allin at Wrestle Dream in the I Quit match.
That should go on last, by the way.
You think?
That feels massive. I Quit. Them two in an I Quit.
The biggest thing going on relatively.
Well, we'll see who Hangman gets, I guess. But like I love that.
Oh, yeah,
match.
that really, yeah.
I Quit with those two.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
it's a great bit of stipulation and matchmaking. The two people I can't imagine saying it the most, you know. Yeah. It's nothing's changed from spring break through. It is autumn, right?
So much of the summer, right?
Did it walking in the office? He's done that.
You weren't
twice
there.
now.
I looked and you weren't there, Sidge.
I was on the school run today.
I know, yeah.
On the school run.
School rain.
Yeah, no. Miserable. I've got no interest in this match. I no longer have any interest in the Ops going up against the Death Riders. I was never a big Ops guy to begin with. Again, we
Call them the opportunities.
Samoa Joe said that was short. What? Be one of those though. Like
Hangman and the Opportunity sounds like a
like sort of 60s pop band.
yeah.
there's interactions between the wrestlers that will get me. It'll get me when the match unfolds, but that's the AEW problem of 2025. It's like, I'm not excited about this match. I've seen this match in different variations, it feels like, for months and months and months and months and months on end. Don't care who wins.
Who's Hangman working at Wrestle Dream?
We answered this on a Q&A, and that to me is the biggest indictment of AEW right now. There should be a big glowing figure ready to just basically do the obligatory running at the end to announce himself as the challenger. Oh, it's got to be this wrestler with loads of momentum who's been booked well and who the fans are desperate to see in the main event.
The ball knowers want Joe.
To
They
turn
want this
heel.
match to be like either to turn or to be like give the belt the eyes again and say, I've had it. And like it's something to look at as a match, isn't it? I guess
He's
like
had if you think about the numbers he's drawn for certain
Yeah.
TV matches over the last couple of years, Samoa Joe is the very best sort of Kane / safe pair of hands as a world champion. He's always done the business, quite literally. So maybe I've
have they wrestled?
alongside Swerve at
Be first time singles.
was it Swerve, Hangman, and Page at Revolution 2024 before they did Swerve versus Joe for the belt.
Oh God, yeah, it was Swerve and Joe, wasn't it?
You are correct.
That's who we beat,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, that was the main event show with Stings.
Yeah, that's aye, of course.
Great show that. Ospreay, Takeshita,
Yeah.
Kingston, Danielson. They'll still do it on pay-per-view. Still do it when it counts. Just didn't need them to add an extra hour to the run times when they've expanded the calendar. That's all.
Sticking with the Death Riders.
Do you care about the Ospreys? What we're still doing here with this? How can it end? Tell me how it ends.
Well,
Skip to the end.
John Moxley quitting is a good way for it to end. The Death Riders.
I just mean the Ops.
Well, the Ops are.
I quite like the Death Riders still. They're taking it in a different direction.
I'd never I wish the Ops had never started. Like it's goes against what I like when I'm watching wrestling, to be honest. This match pisses me off because I am like, I feel like I didn't want to go early on and be like, well, yeah, it's Danny Garcia thing's finished already, but I've got real bad vibes like hanging around with this Danny Garcia heel turn. Like I did not expect him to feel like he was falling back in line so soon after the turn. And maybe if tonight reveals itself as him somehow, and this is not going to happen, by the way, but like him being the heel opposition for Hangman Page, and they've done such a good job of elevating him over the course of this match that, well, Fletcher got a title shot. Stop overlooking the likes of me. I want one too. And that's kind of been part of Hangman Page's title run so far. The guy that takes, like last week, friggin' hell, like if you're a hometown guy that's done now, you can have a title match. Daniel Garcia can have a title match. Then I'll change my tune. But I'm just saying,
He's not over.
I know, but he's over, brother. Like I'm trying to make good on somebody's.
Like they're kind of all over and not over at the same time.
Exactly. You can create the illusion that the reason he has turned is to get this spot that he was being overlooked for constantly, and just say shit. And then like Hangman Page is like, well, I'm cowboy shit, so that's two shit. Let's go, and the match will be really strong, and it will be as well. And like finally, everyone can go, oh, like vindication for Daniel Garcia. What next? And it's like TNT title summer. But like in the moment,
He's already done that and failed.
yeah, he's done everything. We've seen everything. But in the moment, you can think, guys made it.
He's good as well. But
He is good.
Sticking with Death Rider stuff then.
Or he's stuck with him.
Mixed tag tonight.
I like this one.
I do like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like half a women's match. Marie Shafir and Wheeler Yuta versus Chris Statlander and Darby Allin.
Yeah, no, I'm into it. Wheeler cowering behind Shafir when it's time for Darby to get in the ring. There's loads that can do this. Like Wheeler, like finally sort of coming into the ring and trying to do something to Willow, like, and then when he's like sort of trying to menace her.
Stat, you mean?
Boom! Stat, yeah. Boom! It's Darby Allin's suicide dive, you know?
Marini could chuck Darby as well, somewhere.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
I think
absolutely.
Stat beats Wheeler with their seatbelt as well.
I like that.
That's the finish. Like,
That's a great finish, that.
There's a nice little sort of yeah, thanks for that. Like, it really helped me. And I fooled you and I kicked your ass with it. See you
Good
later.
finish guy. Good finish guy. Looking at the shape of his head, you could call him Flat Patterson.
Oh, that's really strong, and that's what's the worst of it, you know? Like, I knew something was coming because the compliment was too earnest. I was like, what's he got? What's he cooking up? Just said you cooking up today.
What is going on up here? No, this could be Ari, I guess. It's quite fun.
We've swapped a bit this week. I Sid was on Chris for lunch the other day, and I was telling him I saw on Sunday brunch, because I'm trying. I'm not getting very far, but I saw the.
How many calories you taking at the weekend, pal?
Blew loads of them.
Beers.
Yeah.
Beers, Buzz, blue VKs, 3 for a fiver.
Sent me a picture with 3 blue VKs in his mouth.
3 for a fiver.
Is that what was in the pint glass?
It was called something. It was on tap. It was called something like Blue Raspberry Magic. I was like, well, pint of that. Like, there was 150.
Is it sour? Or an Alcopop?
It's gonna be.
It was an Alcopop.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
I was
latter.
hap.
I was blind drunk by then, mate.
Where's this?
It was just in a bar in town.
Yeah, but where specifically?
It was called. I can't remember.
What a surprise! He can't remember.
I'll get you the deets because I can't remember what it was called.
He'll go back on his phone
Pint's
reel.
worth of Alcopop for 150 on draft.
Yeah, like it was because no
Christmas party sorted.
It was 2 for £3. You got 2 pints for £3, so yeah, 150 a go on that.
Remember when? Sorry, quick. It's not a football tangent. Quick tangent. Do you remember when we were at the Christmas party at Raff's and you had to spend what, £5 on card, and he came back with like 16 Jaeger bombs. Well, I had to spend £5, so I spent 50.
It was pissed maths. I remember that. You've made me sound a drunken fool there, Wilbourn, and let me correct you, but actually sort of confirm that you're correct. Here, it was £5, and treble gin and tonic was
£4.50.
£3.
Oh, okay.
So I bought 3 treble gin and tonics.
2 would do.
2 would have done it. Probably
You
one.
can't carry them like that. Then.
One on a shot might have done
Yeah.
it, but yeah, Cactus Jack shots, bang bang, were £1 as well.
He said he's hangover.
Cactus Jack.
I didn't know then, I didn't know now, but they came in loads of colours, so we tried a few of them. It's really good. But yeah, anyway, Sunday brunch, really painful hangover on account of all this Alcopop stuff.
What could have caused that?
Really, really physically agonising. But what almost snapped me out of the hangover was like a pesto and tarragon gnocchi. And and then Sid years ago when he first revealed that he's a bit of a kitchen aficionado, gave me a gnocchi recipe. And it's always stuck with me that because gnocchi 9 doors was great business.
Basically, if you play knock a door run, we called it gnocchi 9 doors in Gateshead.
So anyway, took note of that and I'm going to give that a try this weekend. And it was funny because I was like, oh yeah, I'm working on getting the bits in for this. And Sid was having crisps for lunch and I was like, hey, whoa, same worlds, same needs.
Yeah.
Worlds collide. Worlds collide.
I might have a crisp lunch now I've said it.
Or is I like the booking, but is Shafir going to pin Stat to set up their match at Wrestle Dream?
Are they wrestling?
I don't know if they still trust Shafir in this spot. It is
I feel like
law.
people are acknowledging her more and more.
There is a rich tradition of AEW almost immediately jobbing out their women's champions on TV to set up the first challenge. Like, when did Storm win the world title?
First time?
No, like the last time.
Hollywood Ending.
She won it there.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sure she did a job to Megan Bain like the next week.
Did she?
Like the next week to set up the Dynasty match.
They did a shock 4-way, Rich History shock 4-way loss, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was how she got her.
But I'm saying though, like it's just
pin a champion. I suppose you could do Shafir Stat, and then if you put the Death Riders in some sort of tag and you do a sweep night where they all lose.
I'm sure it happened to Tony Storm a lot actually. Maybe. Early in all of her reigns.
Tony Storm returns to Hollywood tonight, of course, Florida. How does she react? What does she do next, having lost this title?
She needs to lead a team into
Blood and Guts.
And sell Blood and Guts.
Yeah, I forgot about Blood and Guts.
I only found out about it yesterday. Logo's really cool this year.
Yeah.
Blood and Guts poster.
I'll find that out. Yeah, I think because the way she sort of sold it on the pape was not absolutely devastating.
I'll staple your clit. That's just something she could say to set up and sell Blood and Guts.
Yep.
November.
Is it something she would say?
She
Is it
would,
not?
something she would do.
November 12th, 2025, Blood and Guts. Oh. Some of the team. I know a bit of the team.
It would be the Triangle Minions.
Yes.
Jamie Hayter.
And one of Sidge's favourites from...
Hang on, what are the teams?
right now, Triangle of Madness and TBD versus Jamie Hayter, TBD, and one of our favourites, Queen Aminata.
Oh, because... Aye.
Storm should be on the babyface team.
Yeah.
What are we doing about Ladies' Night this week then?
We're playing it. I've done a song.
Okay. Well, before we get to the name of the game, we have to get to the aim of the game, Sidge.
Even if there is a women's match announced, which God willing there will be, it's still 1.5. It's not 2. So the aim of the game is to identify to the hour, minute, and second the first time you hear the first note for the first entrance theme for the first woman to come out and wrestle for the only women's match on Dynamite. The idea being, come on, guys, we're kind of taking the piss here because realistically, I think you only really want to book this stuff because you feel like you can't not, otherwise the Wokes will kick off. And if we can get it to the second, not just the hour, not just the minute, not just a general time frame, but the goddamn hour, minute, and second, it will italicize, underscore, and put in bold the idea of, come on, more often than not, you are doing this at that 120, 125-minute mark, just before the men come out for the main event, with the idea being sunk cost fallacy, marketing, women, ugh. Yeah, no, but we've got to book them. Wokes, when? Ugh, God, I can't be arsed with this. Well, here's the fiendish master plan. You do men for the full first hour. The audience at home are thinking, God, wrestling with no broads? Just like I remember it, just the way it should be all over again. Women, 1 hour 20. I think about it though, Dave. There's an Englishman and an American living together.
Not Dave Meltzer, yeah.
If you just put up with it for 10 minutes, usually actually, mate, it's only 8 minutes and 4 seconds, the bloody blokes will be back to save the day. That sounds great, Dave. Hey.
I could care less.
Hey, Vinny. I don't know. So that's the aim.
Vinny was a friend of Brad, actually. They went to high school.
I was going to say,
together.
is Jessica going to show up in this?
I heard Jessica since high school.
It goes on long enough as it is. So you're thinking, I kind of get what you're getting at, Sidge. Could you just jingleize the aim of the game for me? Yeah, I'm sure I can. And I'm going to jingleize also what I perceive to be AEW's cynical thought process. Don't worry, guys. Guys, don't worry. I said it.
Stop worrying.
When the women come out to play, the main event ain't too far away. That's the aim of the game. The name of the game, I mean, obviously, is never captured in the song that I've started writing, but I'll clarify it.
A musical revelation last week.
Oh, brilliant. That was.
Dun, 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 dun. He doesn't have a clue.
Yeah.
You should. It's one of your favorite songs. I've been booking the women like I am not impressed. Well, match most weeks like I couldn't care less. I've been getting away with it for 6 years. Getting away with it. Getting away with it for 6 years.
It's Carson. Getting away.
However I look, it's clear to see I like a man more than a lady. However I look, it's clear to see I like a man more than a lady. The orchestral flourish at the end of that song is one of the ultimate hairs at the back of your neck moments.
The mid-chorus key change he does everything.
Is it Scan for Girls?
No.
What is it?
It's Getting Away with It by Electronic.
No idea. We go to...
I always forget we're going to play the game, which is absolutely called Ladies Night. And I'm thinking, oh, what a need.
As always, we go to the Panda Blair himself, Adam Blair, at Adam Wilson 4, and Jose Palomares at the Whole 11, the guys who always take care of the
data.
Thanks for this sort of thing. I won last week.
No.
Takes us to...
What time was it on?
It was way late. It was 1 hour, 48 minutes, but we all went quite early, I think. Apart from me,
That was the main event, of course.
I've just realised with this 2.5 hour special, I think my strategy might be off, but...
A 2.5 special and a match we don't
It's a special.
Special.
I know what a special is.
And a match we don't have
Special.
yet.
Yeah. How does this work?
Are we
Are we
predicting
counting the mixed tag as the women's match?
We believe
It's not a women's match.
We believe your son is, he's very intelligent. We think he's actually special. Oh, is he gafted? Is he a genius?
So if there's no women's
a little
match
bit Tiffany
added,
Strand.
ladies' night is
I get
cancelled.
that.
Is that right?
What?
If there's no women's
What?
match added, is ladies' night cancelled?
Well, that's it. There's nothing to call currently. Like,
There'll be a match, and we'll guess the time of the match,
Okay.
and then the match happens, and whoever
So
is the closest to the time of the opening.
It's not
no.
the Chris Darby Marina Utah match. Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
you go for that, are you? Now we know that.
Yeah, that's what I'll stick with.
It'd be funny to go like sort of 2 hours, 10 minutes. Nothing makes it into the original Dynamite airing.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. Of course.
Maybe the mixed tag will just go on at like a normal time, and then they'll drop in like a women's main event featuring all the stars. That kind of.
Oh,
he
wow.
does that. He's a little that sometimes, isn't he?
Sneaky. Sneaky Tony.
2 hours, 11 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh, there's time of Stone Storm there. Anyway, here comes Lady Frost for a quick match.
CEO, and then yeah.
I'm going to go with 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 12 seconds, which, yes, is what I predicted last week. So I'm thinking Bucks and Kenny, they'll go long on that main event ski. They will go long on that main event ski. This Dynamite needs a big angle.
Well, I've just realised we forgot to mention the return of Jurassic Express.
A bigger angle.
I'm glad they're back
Yeah,
together.
I'm glad. I said it all along. I've been consistent on this. Jungle Jack Perry, and at least what's been made public over the years, one infraction. And he's just been like, it was just the timing of the infraction, which is kind of ruined his career there a little bit.
Have they got like a real hatred thing with anybody at the moment? I guess like matriarchy, sort of. Like, just thinking.
Well, they're feuding with the Bucks, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you not been following BTE?
Here we go. Why doesn't he? Like the brawl breaks out after the Bucks and Kenny match, and he takes one of the Jacksons, pick whichever one you want, Matt will do. Like, takes Matt Jackson
Come on, let's not trivialize the Young Bucks,
up
mate.
into
That
one of
means
the-
something to me.
up into one of the director's boxes or whatever in this building, and he DDTs him through a real glass table. And it's a nice callback to Dynamite 1. It's elite stuff, and it's real glass. Yeah.
I don't hate that. Here's something. Jack Perry was blamed on screen for exacerbating the medical condition of Kenny Omega in 2024. Obviously, it was known that he had diverticulitis, but he came out and Jack Perry attacked him.
Yeah.
But Jack Perry didn't get over really. And by the time Kenny Omega was able to physically return, Jack Perry was in a scrapped project on essential, in exile, hiatus, whatever you want to say. At some point, Kenny's mutual enemies with the Young Bucks alongside Perry, so they'll have to square that circle.
Don't mind that.
What if they steal the Young Bucks' money they've been carrying around and flaunting all over the place to buy?
It goes against Hamflett's baby faces. Even when mocking, heels shouldn't flaunt money themselves.
Yeah.
But they could use it to buy fun, like remake
Chuck
Jurassic
Outlet.
Park or something.
Yes, they could remake Jurassic
There is an
Park.
interesting
Or buy
earnest,
the theme.
earnest conversation to be had about Jurassic Express because they both look like Jack Perry can't be Jungle Boy no more.
No.
It would scan as a costume now. It would scan as he's just wearing his old costume.
Jungle Guy.
Jungle Man.
Jungle Man.
Am I trivializing it again? It would genuinely. They do. It's too over not to use Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I think Perry was interviewed by. I forget. It's a shame because he's never really.
I saw this as well.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Would you put
Yeah,
the
I'll find
person
out.
who's interviewed him over because it's a bit of a scoop because he's quite a withdrawn, quiet guy who People want to know his side of things or where he's at mentally.
Vice.
All right. No, they're not transcribing a pod or anything.
Nice. It's
Maybe he's just been doing a media tour and I've forgotten. Whatever. How do you reconcile the offbeat, early experimental gimmick charm that was Jurassic Express with our kind of we've been through a lot. We have been through a lot, either health scares or actual career crises. We can't just be the guys who come out and have fun to Baltimore, but we still want Baltimore because it's over. I am actually interested in watching how this is all presented on television.
Anything with the Acclaimed at the moment? Because we're doing the same. Could they come back as heels rather
I
than
love Return of Tony 2 times.
Yeah.
You know, he just likes to do things so much every now and then he just does them twice. Tony 2 times. I'll get the tag teams back together and the good times will come back. It'll be great.
People could be like, I suppose it's good the Acclaimed are getting back together. I think I'm happy about this, but everybody feels that same sense of
It's just like
it's an admission of failure and whatever.
Failed.
So they come back and you think it's going to be all great, but they actually come back as heels together, and then they turn on
the horns off the dinosaur.
Something along those lines. Something.
The scissor with the horns.
Yes.
Like, I'm scissoring and I'm horny.
The horny acclaimed.
It's got weird deja vu there.
It was
I think it's 6 years previewing this show, probably.
6 more, of course, as you just mentioned. It was Hayley Miller of Vice, yes.
I wonder if Matt Reigns has got a video for this. Something spooky's happened in my head. Maybe we've been bitching about Dynamite for a long time. Sorry, guy.
Okay.
Well, let us know your thoughts ahead of Dynamite tonight, either in the comment section below or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there. You can follow all three of us. You can follow Michael Hamflett at
Michael Hamflett.
Follow Michael Sidgwick at
M. Sidgwick.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. As I said, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from. For daily wrestling podcasts, we'll be back tomorrow to review AEW Dynamite. The NXT review is coming your way later on today as well. But for now, this has been the Dynamite Preview. My thanks to Hamflett, Sidgwick. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.